This is part 2 of my video because it cut out, but as I said before, the Grizzlies needed a spark, and that spark came from Ja Morant. Ja, in his first game back, had 34, 8, 6, 2, a block, and shot 48% from field goals, and had a game winner. This man, Ja Morant, was going crazy in that second half. He was making everything go in, just dominant by Ja Morant. And I say it all the time, I say it again. This man, Ja, plays at a very high level, and I'm a big fan of Ja. So as you see here, Ja in his first game had 34. He just completely took over in that final quarter and made everything. And when I mean everything, he made some ridiculous shots, seemed to go in, was able to draw some fouls to get some free throws. But if this isn't exciting to see as an NBA fan, I don't know what is. I mean, I'm so happy to see Ja Morant back on the court. I think we all are as NBA fans. Ja Morant does on the court, what he brings, the entertainment, how he plays. He does things that not a lot of point guards can do. The way he can pass out to the passes he can make, those behind the backs, the sweet passes he can hit to his open guys, the way he can kind of finish. Might sound like glazing here, but I've been a Ja Morant fan for so long, and just this incident really, I think turned a lot of Grizzly fans, more importantly, a lot of NBA fans away from him because of his influence. Ja Morant is a big star in the NBA, and, with that influence comes a lot of responsibility, getting a lot of brand deals, like Nike making his shoes, right? Taking that away from him. Hulu, a lot of these NBA, a lot of these brands, kind of were turned away from Ja after the incident. So, after these 25 games were up, the Grizzlies were 6-19 before this game. They were not good. Their offense, I think, took a bit. You obviously know the stats. They were bad. Their finishing stats were below the average. And Ja's really good in finishing in the paint, which is something that Ja does extremely well. He's able to finish, create really good shots for himself. Obviously, I know he missed the 5 threes, but, that's rust. You're going to get open looks, and I think, those are just off shots, but, those are going to fall eventually. Again, like I said before, Ja doesn't really have to shoot. Ja can just drive to the rim, draw a foul, and create contact and create shots for himself and for his team to get open and get the buckets they need to get. That's what I like about Ja, that he's a team player. He can pass out of open lanes. Ja doesn't need to go for double-doubles. He's not a stat suffer. But when he goes to the rack, he can finish at a very high level. He can make shots that not a lot of players can make at a high difficulty. But, man, like I said before, it's just awesome to see Ja back. I'm a huge fan of him. And after that situation, I knew that I believed in Ja. I always said that, everybody always has a second chance. Everybody has a second chance to prove him guilty. Obviously the fight with a teenager doesn't help things, and obviously the IG Live incident isn't good for him. But Ja Morant has shown that he, feels bad for the mistakes that he's made. He's apologized in countless decisions. But as we have all said, it's time to come back and time to handle your business. Ja Morant's now a villain. Nobody's going to but, and like I said before, it's going to be tough you got to earn the fans' trust back, but that first game, Ja, like we said, is going to be on his villain time, and not a lot of people are going to root for him. So now it's your time. If you're Ja Morant, you got to come out and prove to the world that you're. And the way he plays at this fundamental level, the way he can dominate every night and night out. But yeah, let's go, Ja Morant. Let's go. I'm a Ja Morant fan, just like Queese is. Shout out to Queese, by the way, if you guys don't watch him. One of my favorite TikTokers, but like him, I'm a Ja fan. I've been rooting for Ja, and I just can't wait to see this man dominate every day. See y'all in the next video. Sign out. Bucks in 4.